Hi, this is the part B of your 2016 paper of micro. Let me tell you, part B जो है of 2016 paper micro, part B was one of the toughest ones ever. So 2014 onwards हमारा जो section B है वो introduce हुआ था. So 2014 was simple. 2015 was slightly more difficult in 2014, but still manageable. 2016 was the toughest one ever. This should make you prepared for the 2017 paper that you're going to be facing now, okay, or any of the paper that you will be facing after this. But you have to do this paper really, really well for you to be aware about everything that can be asked in section B. The first one is very simple. This is the fifth question, first part. It is worth 4 marks. This is for 4 marks. So he's asking us, is it possible to have diminishing returns to a factor along with increasing returns to scale? Yes, definitely. And the best thing is to give an example. So increasing returns to scale and diminishing returns to a factor definitely possible है क्योंकि जो diminishing returns to factor है, so diminishing returns to a factor is a short run concept. This is a short run concept. And increasing returns to scale is a long run concept. It's a long run concept. So this is when you hold capital constant and increase labor, Y increases at a diminishing rate, right? This is when you increase labor and capital both at the same rate, then Y increases greater than the increase in, Y increases greater than the increase in labor and capital, right? So let's take an example. You can take any example wherein you take k raised to power alpha, L raised to power beta. Now beta necessarily has to be less than 1 because if it is less than 1 then it will imply diminishing. ठीक है? So that alpha plus beta is greater than 1. So any function, you understand what I did? I said k raised to power alpha and raised to power beta. Beta has to be less than 1. Less than 1 means diminishing, right? Less than 1 means diminishing. How do you know? आप MPL निकालो. MPL क्या होगा? Beta k alpha L beta minus 1. Right? Now you have to prove this to be diminishing. You do del LPL upon del L, which is beta into beta minus 1 into k raised to power alpha L raised to power beta minus 2. Now you have to prove this to be less than 0. For this to be less than 0, this obviously will have to be less than 0. For this to be less than 0, the moment you say beta is less than 1, this becomes a negative value, minus sign comes, it automatically becomes negative. So beta has to be between actually 0 and 1 because otherwise ये वाला भी negative हो जाएगा, it will create another confusion. So beta has to be between 0 and 1 and such that alpha plus beta is greater than 1. Why alpha plus beta is greater than 1? Because when you do y raised is equal to lambda या t ले लो, t k raised to power alpha into t L raised to power beta, then t comes out with the alpha plus beta ka power, k alpha L beta. So the moment alpha plus beta is greater than 1, you automatically are implying that it's increasing returns to scale. So for these two things to be true at the same time, this is your function with these two conditions, because they will then imply that you have diminishing returns to factor, which is labor, and increasing returns to scale.